Hey friends, today I have a little Sephora haul for you. I had a little bit of time to myself today and I had some items to return to Sephora and I went, excuse me, nose a little itchy, and I went and I picked up some items in return. I just did an exchange instead of getting money back because who am I kidding? I love beauty stuff. So I wanted to try some things out. So I went to Sephora today because I wanted to return 2 items that I had purchased about a month and a half ago. I only used each of them a couple of times and I really didn't like them and they were very expensive products. So I know that for a lot of you guys, you don't have the same return policies as we have here in the States, but we do have these return policies. And so on occasion, I will take advantage of them and exchange items. So the first one was the YSL All Hours foundation. I purchased it because so many people love it, but it is just not for me. It made my skin look dry and old and also oily and greasy at the same time. I think the alcohol in it may have like been too drying on my skin, and as a result, my skin started overproducing oil. So it just wasn't it was not pretty on me at all. The other thing I returned was a Pat McGrath lipstick. It was a recommendation from Tara Baby Z. She has never steered me wrong before. And this lipstick looked amazing on her, and she said she liked the formula, but I didn't care for it. It made my lips look dry and again, old, like real creasy. It was a very similar not a similar color to the lipstick I'm wearing now, but a similar idea in like a soft matte kind of look. Not a glossy finish, not a dried out matte, just a nice soft matte finish. But I didn't like that formulation at all. So I'll show this item to you first because this is a lipstick from Bite Beauty. I have it on my lips right now. I just applied it so you can get a really good idea of the color. This is a lipstick I've been eyeballing for years. I haven't purchased it because I have another Bite lipstick and I really wanted to use that one up first, but I don't know that I'm actually going to get all the way through that lipstick. The color I have right now is called Kava, and it is a very gray toned lavender color, and I've used about half of it, which is good, but I just don't know that it is a color that I will actually finish all the way up, and I'm okay with that because I've used at least half of it. So I decided that I would go ahead and just buy the color I've been eyeballing for literally years, and this is Honeycomb. So I'll take it out and show it to you even though it's on my lips. It is a really nice neutral nude, not too cool, not too warm. I think in my last video, I told you guys that I really struggle with things being too warm or too cool because I am a true neutral undertone. I have a lot of pink in my skin, but an overlying pale golden. But the pink comes through. So it sort of mixes together to make kind of a peachy tone. You know, if you were to mix pink and yellow, you would get kind of a peachy color, and that is my skin tone. It's like a neutral skin tone. So this is Honeycomb. It is really, really pretty, really easy to wear. I don't have a lip liner on with this. This is one that's going to live in my purse. So I fully think that I will use this up in, it probably has like a 1 year lifespan. It smells so good. Like a fresh lemony kind of scent. Anyways, I really am happy with this choice. The Pat McGrath lipstick was something crazy, like $38. This is like half that price. I think it might be a little bit more than half, but I like this so much more. Now, personally, I wouldn't own more than a couple of Bite lipsticks at a time, unless that's the only lipsticks you have. Like if you only own like 4 lipsticks, a nude, a rose, a mauve, and a red, and that's the only ones you wear all the time, and you only love Bite, great, because you'll use them before they go bad. But if you have 20 lipsticks, you might not want to have a lot of these in your stash. Okay, now let's talk about foundation. I went to Sephora today with no foundation on. It just had this light eye makeup on, and a little bit of lip gloss, and that was it. Because I wanted to try 2 foundations, one on one half of my face, one on the other half of my face, to see which one I liked, because I thought I was probably going to get one of them. The one on this side of my face is the Laura Mercier one that Tati loves so much. I mean, she's nuts for it. She talks about it all the time. And the one on this side of my face is the Clinique Acne Solutions BB Cream. Here's the funny thing about these foundations. I can't tell a different. Does it look like I'm wearing 2 different foundations to you? This one is slightly peachier. This one, I don't know. It's on my hand. When I swatched these on my hand, the one on this side looked very rosy and pink toned. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this. And the one on this side was very orangey peach toned, very neutral. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, neither of these are going to work for me. But look at them. I didn't put a primer under them. I didn't put anything. All I had was my sunscreen on my face. I used one of their little wedge sponges. I used a different sponge on each side. The finish is nearly identical. The wear is nearly identical. These have been on my skin for about 6 hours now. I just used a little tiny bit of facial tissue to just blot just a little bit on either side of my nose. I have not added any other products to my face at all. And they're wearing like nearly identical. So I ended up buying the Clinique BB, which is on this side. The reason this one won out over the Laura Mercier was the price. This was $10 less. But also this one has SPF 40 and the other one I think had SPF 15. So it's the summertime. I just figured I might as well go. They both have a satin matte finish. This one, I felt like it needed to be set with a little bit of powder. This one dried down on its own a little bit better. I did lightly set my whole face while I was there with a new powder that I had wanted to try, which I ended up purchasing because I liked it so much. So far, I feel like this is going to be a really good product for me, and I feel very hopeful about it. I feel like Makeup by Tiffany D always has great suggestions. So those are the 2 lip and foundation I got to replace. Then, because those were so much less expensive than the items I returned, I actually had some money left over. So I was going to get the Laura Mercier loose powder. I've used a whole one up before. I've kind of missed it recently because I'm not really thrilled with the powders I have right now. I feel like the powders I have right now are either too chalky or too drying, and that's not what I'm going for. I just want a nice satiny finish on my skin, but I want something that'll set my makeup so that I can blend bronzer and blusher and stuff over top of it. So the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder is what I ended up purchasing. I tried it in store. I thought it looked nice on my skin, not too dry, not too glowy. Just that's what I have setting my skin. I think it looks nice and sort of naturally luminous without being glittery or anything like that. I've looked at my face out in the direct sunlight. It's not glittery at all, but it's also not dry. The reason I decided to try this is because this product released not a long time ago, but quite a while ago, and people still talk about it. When something has been around, like when something first comes out, it usually really, really gets hyped. But after the hype dies down, people really usually stop talking about it. But this powder, people have not stopped talking about. So the packaging is just so pretty. I mean, it's just really, it's kind of like raised, kind of domed, and there's just so much product in here. 35 grams of product. It does smell like peaches, and I feel really excited. I'm really hopeful that this is going to be my new Holy Grail powder. And I think Makeup by Tiffany D suggested this one as well. Then this was an impulse buy, but I'm glad I got it because it's something that I will absolutely use. Anastasia lip glosses were in the little impulse buy section at Sephora. They happened to be on special, which was really nice. I think they were $10 each instead of $16, so it was actually a really good price. and I got the one in Toffee. So it's very similar to the color on my lips. I'm not going to put it over top. I'm going to swatch them next to each other on my hand to show you the colors. The reason I'm not going to put it over top is because this lip gloss is a full color lip gloss, and it'll just cover up the lipstick. So I don't want to cover the lipstick color. So here's the very nice neutral toned nude lipstick, and here is one swipe of the gloss. Slightly warmer, nice and shiny, but look at the full color. So that is really, really pretty. And I will definitely use that for sure. These nude, I'm a sucker for nude colors, nude lipsticks, nude blushes. So, you know, what you gonna do? Speaking of which, my face looks a little flat, so I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer. This is the bronzer I've been loving lately. It is the Butter Bronzer in just the color Bronzer. So let me just put, I really wanted you guys to see the color of the foundations, exactly how they were before I put some bronzer on. So let me just, Buttercup. Got a little life. And then let me put some blush on. This is one of my favorite blushes ever. Hold on, I need to wipe my blush brush off real quick. Okay, this is Sugar Pink by Makeup Store, which is not available here in the States. But if you live somewhere where there's a makeup store, Sugar Pink is beautiful and glowing and just the right amount of color. Buttercup. You guys hear the dogs barking? That is most likely that is a coyote in town that's getting all the dogs upset because, you know, I live in a rural mountain community. Okay, I think that's better, huh? I just needed a little color on my cheeks. Okay, so I'm going to wipe the lip colors off because I'm going to show you the last few things I got today, which were some eyeshadow. Oh no, I got a hair product. I got a sample size of this product in my Sephora play box last month. I used it on my hair today when I blow dried it. I think it gave my hair a little bit of, this is still like new growth from Monate. But anyways, I feel like it gave my hair some bounce and some life without weighing it down too much. I'm really sorry about the dog. There's nothing I can do about it. She's an animal. Anyways, volume spray by Way or We. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. It smells amazing. It has a musky, perfumey, not too masculine, not too feminine. I have used this a couple times on my own hair, my little sample bottle, but I love it on my 3-year-old son's hair. My 4th son, Jonathan, has blonde, coarse, curly, beautiful hair. And it's hard to tame because it frizzes out. He rubs his head on things on his pillow at night. And I use a leave-in conditioner on it. And then the last 2 weeks, I would say, I've been using this. Just a leave-in conditioner, spray this in, comb it through, kind of, you know, crunch it up a little bit to make the curls nice, a tiny bit of hairspray, and his curls look gorgeous. So I got this mostly for him, but I plan on using it myself as well. Okay, lastly, I stopped at Ulta. By the way, if you're interested in either of these items I'm going to show you, Ulta is having buy one, get one half off on L'Oreal items right now. So these are shadow singles. This was a recommendation from Tati. This was a recommendation from Lisa D1. I call her Sexy Lisa. So she mentioned this in her Friday haul, and Tati just mentioned this. Is it today or yesterday? I can't remember. I have a tiny bit of this on my eyelids. It's really pretty. But by the way, what is going on with L'Oreal's pricing? Oh my gosh, these each were $14.99. That's the same price as a MAC eyeshadow and a lot of other high-end eyeshadows. That's very close to Urban Decay and other like Clinique and lots of other brands. So they were buy one, get one half off. Plus they had a $3.50 off of $15 coupon. So I paid $17 after tax for both of these. Okay. Galaxy Lumiere eyeshadow in the color Moon Kissed. This is what it looks like. It's a duochrome. Buttercup. It's a duochrome lavender blue. It is very reflective, but a little bit sheer. And it has that very ethereal, see that? You can see your skin through it. It's like, but it's super reflective, ethereal, summery, beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I have it on my eyelids with just a tiny bit of a warm color through the crease. I literally just went like this right there. Like I didn't even apply it full force to, I wonder how it would look on the inner corner. Should we try? Hold on, I have my brushes here. Let me wipe this brush off. I'm so curious how this would look on the inner corner of the eye. I think is it LS who does this? She uses like a holographic pale purpley color that she loves so much on her inner corner. Ooh, that looks pretty. You got to have your under eyes concealed pretty well though to do that, or else it's going to accentuate your dark circles. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so there's that. That was Tati, recommendation from Tati. Now this is really interesting. This is L'Oreal Infallible Magic Pigment. Lisa said it's in the color Retro. Lisa said this reminds her of Pebble from Bare Minerals, and it reminds me of Pebble also, except it has these little micro glitters in it, which makes it, in my opinion, even prettier than Pebble because Pebble is a matte. From what I remember, I owned Pebble years ago. Hold on. The only problem with pigments is they are so messy. Okay, gosh. All right, I'm going to show this to you because this is a really interesting formulation. It's like a powder to cream finish. So here's a little pile of the powder right there, and then when I touch it, it turns into a cream. Now let me just kind of rub it a little bit. Let's see if you can see it. Again, it has a very sheer quality. I'm going to put a little bit more on there. I feel like that's enough, really. But I really want you to see the color better. So just like the other one, it has a very sheer quality to it. It's like a mink brown type of color with the tiniest little bit of a micro glitter to it that is really pretty and would probably look stunning with like how Lisa does her eye makeup with just a simple winged eyeliner. I do like a kitten flick from time to time, but I don't do like what Lisa does. Okay, see how pretty. Oh my gosh. So again, you see how you can see through it. It's like, maybe this is going to be a new trend in eyeshadows. It's like translucent, but there's definitely color, and I think it's the little silver micro glitters in it that make it so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I haven't worn this one on my eyes yet. If you're interested in a follow-up on that, please let me know. And then the other thing is, if you guys could help me, I'm still looking for a shimmery lip gloss to wear over lipsticks like this. I don't want it to be too thin, so no like YSL, but I don't want it to be too thick. So no MAC. I want it to have lots of shimmer in it, but not metallic and not gritty. Like, you know how glitter can sometimes be gritty. I want it to be like a gel formula that's translucent, but has lots of shimmer to it and no peppermint oil because I can't stand tingling lip glosses. If you have a good recommendation, please let me know. Somebody recommended the Clinique, the Marimekko Clinique glosses. And I did take a look at those while I was at Sephora today, but the only one that had shimmer was Air Kiss, and it was just not what I was looking for. Like, I want more shimmer than that. I want something very similar to Buxom Celeste, but without the peppermint oil. Okay, so I did actually buy this recently. I was going to try it here. This is really funny. This is LA Colors. This was a 99-cent lip gloss I happened to pick up at a drugstore because I was out and I was gone all day and I didn't have anything in my purse. And I was like, well, I'm just going to give it a try. So this is called Topaz. It was 99 cents, moisturizing lip gloss, LA Colors. And surprisingly, I really like it. It's really, I mean, it's kind of funny how sometimes you stumble across something that is just really pretty. So I'm going to put it over this lipstick and let's see. It doesn't have a great like applicator, and it hardly pulls any gloss out. So that's pretty. Gives it a little bit of life. I mean, I don't know that this is something I will ever use up, and I'll probably just use it seasonally for the summer and then either toss it or pass it on to somebody else. But sometimes it's nice to just find inexpensive things like this that you can use as like a fashion, you know, like kind of just seasonally and then let it go and not feel bad about it. So anyways, that's been living in my purse. All right, I think that's it. That was a whole bunch of stuff, but I just had a really fun time shopping today and I thought I'd share with you. So anyways, I'm going to get going. If you have the lip gloss recommendation for me, I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys very soon.